Hey, welcome to the Oprah Show. Our first guest is Ivan Pavlov. For those of you who aren't familiar with Ivan, he is a famous Russian physiologist who has come up with an interesting theory of learning that he will tell us about. How are you, Ivan? I'm great, Oprah, and it is my pleasure to be on your show today. Thank you. So Ivan, tell us about your background and early life. Well, I was born the 14th of September in Ryazan, Russia. My father was a priest, so I guess you can say I come from a religious background. So where did your sudden interest in science come from? Actually, it's kind of funny. I started studying theology, then I read until Origin of Species, and it immediately attached me to science. Where and what did you study? It's called behaviorism, and we believe that one can learn and shape behavior through interaction with the environment. Well, like any other scientist, I am pretty sure you did some experimenting in order to back this up. Most certainly, Oprah. It may sound weird, but I had an interest in the digestion function of dogs. I wanted to see when salivation took place. I used what I call a stimuli, which is simply an object or event that evokes a specific function, in this instance a fork and bowl, to see how the dog would react to it. This was before food was even inside and the dog was salivating already. See, with just food it salivated, so the food acted as a conditioned stimulus and caused a natural conditioned response. I used two neutral stimulus and got the same response. Then I used just one neutral stimulus, which evoked the conditioned salivating response without the conditioned stimuli, the food. I like to call this classical conditioning. Well, it seemed that your peers supported you as well, which is good. Yes, most certainly. So what awards and recognition have you received during your career? Well, in 1901 I was appointed to Russian Academy of Science, and in 1904 I won the Nobel Prize in Physiology. I also received great support from the Soviet Union. That is great, Ivan. So how have you contributed to the world? Well, Oprah, I am not a psychologist, but I still played a major role in its development. Also, I came up with behaviorism, which still is studied today. And if you didn't know, John B. Watson actually got his idea of the Baby Albert experiment from me. Well, folks, there you have it, the great Ivan Pavlov. Thanks, Oprah. Thanks for having me.